I listen to everything. No, you don't. I mean, what other YouTuber is making beats like this? Come on, man. I listen to everything is something we've all heard. Everybody watching this video, 100% of you has heard somebody say, I listen to everything. And I'm here to go through some examples as to why people might think that and why most of them are liars. My first point is proximity. If you ever worked at like retail, you worked at a restaurant, you work somewhere where you're inevitably going to meet people your age, people that might be older than you, you're going to have this phenomenon occur where they start trying to put you on to shit. If your boys are into J. Cole and you know you're not really feeling J. Cole, but you know the boys are into it, well, I mean, maybe he is Big 3, I don't know. Maybe they like Slipknot when they're at the gym. I mean, I guess they're always screaming, but it helps when I'm trying to get the pump. You're doing meal prep at a restaurant you work at, and the manager, for some reason, he's digging Miles Davis kind of blue. You know, you kind of respect him. You smoke weed with him on break. He'll give you a little something. But as soon as like you quit that job or you're not friends with that coworker or those buddies that are around, like you're not listening to Slipknot. You're not listening to Miles Davis. Like your relationships are no different than your relationship with music. And I think Spotify and YouTube works the same way as friends do, or coworkers, or somebody that's just near you, but you don't really have a choice to be around them. Like you're just around Spotify, you're just around YouTube if you like it or not. That's the point in history we're in right now. I've been going to record stores since I was a kid. It was always me trying to find something I might be into. I would look at the label, and I found a lot of music that way, just going for it, and then finding musicians who worked on albums, and then I would go follow them down a rabbit hole and go see other stuff they've made. See, but with streaming and stuff, once it stops appearing, you're not gonna miss it. You know what I mean? When you're really out looking for stuff, it's on your own free will. I believe music and friends and a lot of that stuff, it makes your taste a lot more less independent than you might think. So then I would like to use the example of everybody's topsters. You've seen them before. Charlie XCX, Mad Villainy, Illmatic, Master of Puppets. You've seen it all before. They have the top 100 albums and they think it's range. And you know what? If it really actually honest to God is their taste, more power to them. I assume they're young, and if they really genuinely like that stuff, more power to them. But in all actuality, it's just them being influenced by the world. 17-year-olds to 27-year-olds to 37-year-olds, God forbid 37-year-olds, but let's just say teenager to your late 20s. I think their taste is a curated taste from a weird Rate Your Music, YouTuber opinion, internet sales hierarchy. But there's a difference between liking something and being bestowed something, because what you're being bestowed is somebody else's weird hierarchy of music. Just because something is liked by them and billions of other people doesn't mean it's good. Now let me reiterate, because something sells well or is known by everybody doesn't mean it's good. Drake just dropped 3 albums last night. Who gives a fuck? Kendrick Lamar drop an album? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Oh, stop with this weird idolatry of these celebrity/musicians, bro. You gotta stop it. You gotta grow out of it, please. Please grow out of it, please. And this is kind of the social aspect too. Like when a new movie comes out or a new video game comes out, there's this weird, like, people want to be a part of it. Stranger Things finale. Everybody was watching Stranger Things again, right? Dead silent about that show until that finale came out. It's because people want to be a part of something. I think it leads you to a more basic taste. For example, what's your favorite video games? And you just start listing off like the most basic, like Madden, 2K, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft, GTA 5, Cyberpunk, The Witcher. You just read off a top 10 video games you must play before you die list on Google, bro. Where is the hitters? I love Super Punch-Out. Super Punch-Out's a top 3 video game for me. Do you know what people say when I say Super Punch-Out? What the fuck is Super Punch-Out? That's just because what I grew up with, man. War of the Gems on Super Nintendo. And it's not because it's a performative thing. It's because that's what I spent a lot of my childhood years playing. So, like, I think people are too scared to, like, go out and just, like, risk it. Like, you're too scared to look corny. Like, who gives a fuck if you like Kendrick Lamar, bro? Give me something with some meat on its bone. Give me something out of left field. right? Everybody loves Resident Evil now. Okay, I hear about Resident Evil. Tell me about Fatal Frame. You know what I mean? Give me something new, give me something fresh. Cause I don't want to hear about To Pimp a Butterfly for the next 30 years, personally. If you like basic stuff, basic doesn't mean bad, bad doesn't mean basic. I just believe when you say you listen to everything, you only listen to what is put in front of you or next to you. Because they or you do not know how to look for music. And even worse, you probably don't even care about looking for music. So maybe your taste isn't as deeply personal as you think. Maybe your taste is a good example of great marketing. Maybe your taste is an algorithm. Back in the day, you would have to go look for music, but because you don't have to look for music anymore, it gets put right in front of you. And so you don't even know how to look in the first place. Next up is the passive listener. There when needed, forgotten when not. It's kind of like casual sex. It's cool when you're like young, and it's weird when you're old. And I think you need to be for real with yourself and let go of your younger years. There's no intimacy, no connection. All it does is serve a purpose and a function. 2026 gym music to get your gains to, bro. And then it's like the buff dude on the cover. If you got to study, well, dude, lo-fi hip-hop beats to study/relax to. That's got you covered. In-laws coming to visit and the house needs a little bit of picking up. Well, dude, good vibes playlist meant for productivity, and you can just keep it pushing. And what interests me about these passive listeners is that the only reason they listen to music is for it to serve a function. It serves a purpose. They do not listen to music because it's an art. And probably just as bad, they don't even care that it's an art. There's people that have watched thousands of movies, you know, and they couldn't name you a single camera shot that a director used because they consumed the content without any second thought. They don't care about filmmaking. They don't care about cinema. They don't care about none of that. The only thing that movies served them was one function, and that function was so they would not be bored. I mean, honestly, you could replace movies and video games nowadays with TikTok, which I think is more destructive, but that could be for a whole other video. But passive listeners are usually the ones that say, I listen to everything. But if you ask what they actually listen to, it's pretty limited. I mean, really, there's nothing there at all. No albums, maybe some weird celebrity worship like I was saying earlier. They're not really there for the music. They're there for the whole weird like stan culture, K-pop shit. I don't know. Not only do I believe they don't listen to everything, I don't believe they listen to anything. Because they can sit there every single day, music in the car, music at work, music at home, music in the shower, music at bed, and there's nothing being challenged. There's nothing they're learning. There's nothing. It's just noise in the background. And usually when I run across these people and I try asking them, do they like this? Do they like that? It's usually puzzled looks on their face. It becomes obvious when something that they're not used to challenges them and enters the room. 1960s John Coltrane? No way. Let's just say some 1990s French black metal? No. Harsh electronic music? No. Drill rap? No. Classic country from the 60s? No. This is because they were never trained to meet music halfway. They never grew that skill. Music always met them all the way. And this is the best part. The response and the defense. I've been on both sides. Let's say I show somebody something basic to me, maybe basic to y'all, but not basic to them. Let's just say Dark Throne. It'll be the usual. They'll laugh. Why are they yelling? Doesn't yelling hurt their voice? It's inevitable. So to me, most of the time, they're not reacting to the music. They're reacting to the implication. They're reacting to what the moment represents. The challenge. And most people don't like challenges. I know it's a hypothetical, but you know this has happened before. What do you mean you like something I don't know and don't even like? What do you mean you think this is better than J. Cole? What do you mean you think this is better than Rage Against the Machine? Better than all the shitty radio metal I grew up listening to on SmackDown vs. Raw? How is this better? I can make a whole video on this one. This is a classic one. When you like try to put somebody onto something, can't I just like what I like? Classic. Like the ones who buy records, CDs, go to shows, actually show out, you know, care about the music, maybe even make music. They're not really the ones to get defensive. It's usually the ones that aren't really into it, period. But they attach their identity so much to it. I think with people that are really into it, their curiosity makes them secure. Like, dude, they have top thousands. There's people that haven't even listened to 100 albums. And if they have, maybe once over. There's people that have listened to thousands of albums multiple times. I don't think they're going to be too mad if you say one of the bands they like is bad. It's like tourists, LARPers, as they're called again. It's like the fat dude on the couch yelling at the football game. Like, dude, you're not in the game. You don't know how the game is played, bro. You are a tourist in these people's world, bro. It's the same kind of dude I would whoop their ass and smash in, and then they get mad and rage quit. It's like, bro, You don't play this game like me. What are you mad about? What are you mad about? Anyways, yes, I understand nobody likes feeling behind. Yes, I understand nobody likes feeling dumb. There was a dude who would not shut up about Slayer, not shut up about Black Sabbath, not shut up about Frank Zappa. And he was just telling me, Volume 4, listen to Volume 4, listen to Rain in Blood, you know, because I only knew Rain in Blood from my dad and Guitar Hero. So I was like, it's cool, but you know, I was 15. It was 14. I don't remember. I mean, a couple years later, though, I liked it, right? Slayer's one of my favorite bands. I used to get dogged on by these older dudes, bro, at the bonfire. You don't know Glenn Campbell, Rhinestone Cowboy? And now I fucking like Rhinestone Cowboy for some godforsaken reason. The other one was like Little River Band or CCR. Like, yep, and now guess who's got CCR and fucking guess who's got the albums now? It's because, unfortunately, they were right. These are actually good bands and good musicians. Even though at the time I got defensive, like, motherfucker, I'm listening to Slum Village. You don't know anything about Dilla. What are you talking about? I don't know anything, bro. I'm listening to Miles Davis, Coltrane, Jay Dilla, Minor Threat. Fuck off. But instead, I shut up and I kept my ears open and I added it to the collection. You know what I mean? So this separates the wheat from the chaff here. You could just say, fuck this, fuck you. I don't want to listen to any of that. I'm going to keep my own taste and I don't need any of your nonsense. Or open the door. Open your ears to something you might not think you were going to like at first, and maybe you might respect it and like it and find something out of it. And if you can't do that, if every time anybody ever recommends you something, you get offended, you say it's just not for me, I just like what I like, and every unfamiliar sound seems threatening to you, and your taste only can survive in your little comfort zone, your little weird internet music from high school comfort zone, hear this please. Your ego is blocking your ears, and the solution is very simple. Get better fucking taste. Tourist. Yeah, I found this from GTA. How did you know? Yeah, I found this from Tony Hawk Pro Skater. How did you know? Yeah, I found this from 2K. How did you know? I can't believe Finn McKenzie was lying the whole time. It's just odd to me that my Rate Your Music and Rate Your Music's top charts are the same exact albums. I could listen to this new album, or I could go on their Metal Archive page and memorize all the former band members instead so I don't look like a poser. I think I'll do that.
But you can hardly swallow, your beers ain't playing.
I mean, what kind of metalist with years under their bullet belt wouldn't like some shitty math grind? Yeah, I love deathcore. No, I'm not a big fan of death metal. Who's Minor Threat? Like, what do they mean they don't like Pantera? There ain't nothing heavier than Pantera. Okay, let me help you out, nephew. Have you ever heard of 3 6 Mafia? There's nobody more influential than Tennessee rap from 1995. My favorite rap is definitely Memphis in the 1990s, bro. Southern hip hop is just nothing better than that. Like new metal? What's next? You voted for Kamala Harris or something? Yeah, I listened to Rice Gum and iDubbbz diss tracks when I was 15 and think I have good taste in rap now. How did you know? You think this is crossover and not thrashcore? How are you a fan of extreme music? Yeah, I mean, other rap is good, but like Memphis in the 90s, that's like next level. Yeah, I'm 25 and love Denzel Curry. How did you know? Yeah, I'm 25 and love JPEG Mafia. How did you know? Yeah, I'm white and I'm from bumfuck nowhere, United States of America. How did you know I love UK drill rap? How did you not know? That was Gucci dissing Pooh Shiesty. Like, bro, this is real hip hop beef. Like, we're finally back. Like, this and Earl and JPEG Mafia, like, real hip hop is finally back. Don't like Mastodon. 8 paragraphs coming your way, buddy. Don't like Rage Against the Machine. You got some Facebook aggression coming your way, buddy. Don't like Sleep Token. Shit, me neither. Nothing's heavier than Pantera and Gojira. Mortician. No. We already got the funeral director and everything set up for my grandma after that random bizarre bazooka incident. I think Gucci Mane, he might be the most influential rapper of all time. But I gotta say, Memphis in 1995 is the best hip hop of all time. All right, truthfully, this video is like a stamp in time for me. Something I'd like to look back on in like 40 years and see where the lay of the land is. People still buy albums. Do people still listen to albums? Is streaming still the most popular thing on the planet? Is that the way to consume music? What is the new thing where people say, oh, this isn't music, this is some da-da-da-da-da, just like they did with sampling, just like they do with double bass, just like they do with triggers on drums, just like they do with distortion. What is the next thing that people say, nope, this isn't music anymore, it's just computers? What is it? I'm curious. Right now, music to me feels less of an art form and a weird like water cooler talking point. Like, you can have the tattoos of the albums and the bands and some dumb fucking lyric, have your little rankings, you can have your posts, you can have your Spotify raps, you can have all this stuff that goes with it and accessorize it, but I think that damages the art. disagreement feels offensive to people. Like, is music gonna become more sanitized, more conformed, more commercialized, more consumable? And even if it does become all that, will people care? Because these people that say they truly listen to everything don't listen to jack shit, and they're just here for the ride. So this video was for me to just get it off my chest. The people that say they listen to everything don't. They listen to what has found them, and they will never go and find anything else because they don't actually give a fuck about music. I hope they know all their favorite artists and bands and celebrities, they don't give a fuck about them neither. Music is kill.